Yeah, day 10. Yes. No, yes, day 10. So originally this video was supposed to be for day 12, but I decided to end the series and the 12 days of anime this year with the two anime series back to back. You guys will figure it out when tomorrow comes out what the series is, and you guys will probably figure out who my favorite character is from that series. Okay, so yes, today, day 10, is gonna be my namesake, where I get my name from, for this channel, where I get this name from. If you guys have probably already figured out just by me saying my namesake, you know, my name on this channel, you guys probably figured out already who this character is and from what anime they're from. If you haven't, the anime is Trigun. The character is Vash the Stampede. Okay, yes. So I've been wanting to make a video on Trigun and Vash the Stampede for a really long time now. It's just, you know, Trigun's just, it's just one of those series that's like, I enjoy it, so it's really difficult for me to criticize it, so I haven't done like a GG anime or a which do I prefer on it yet, you know, because Trigun is just one of those series that I kind of hold close to my heart. You guys, like, you know, I get my namesake from it, you know, the Vash part of Vash Deal, that's where I get it from Vash the Stampede. And bonus points because he's voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, and if y'all know me, you guys know already that Johnny Young Bosch is like my hero, my favorite voice actor of all time, my favorite actor of all time. Johnny Young Bosch is my hero. I grew up watching his version of the Power Rangers, you know, the Turbo Rangers, when he was the Black Ranger, when he was the Green Turbo Ranger. You know, I watched all of the every series of the Power Rangers that Johnny Young Bosch was in, and I've also watched a lot of the English dubs that he was in, like Bleach, Trigun, you know, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, another one of my favorite animes. Oh, it's just Johnny Young Bosch, and the fact that he voiced Trigun is what, or voices Vash in Trigun, is what makes Vash a lot more like kind of like special character to me. Seeing as, like, you know, Johnny Young Bosch has been my hero for so long, and you know, it was the namesake came from, like, if you guys saw like the history of my name the history of my name from my YouTube channel. If you watched that video almost a year ago now, that I posted that up on the channel here. You guys know that I had a friend who nicknamed me Vash because when I was a kid, I displayed a lot of similar tendencies to Vash the Stampede. You know, I was kind of clumsy, but things always kind of just worked out for me and whatnot. And, you know, I was kind of like that unpredictable person where it was like, you know, I'm skilled, but I just act in a way that would make you guys think that I'm not skilled and I don't know what I'm doing. That's kind of like who I am. That's kind of what I've kind of like just decided. Oh, okay, so I guess this is me now. So that's always I just always kind of held that nickname like close to me, Vash, because, like, you know, my friend gave it to me, and then she moved away, and I haven't talked to her ever since then. But yeah, that's how I got mine. That's where I get the name Vash from. If you guys didn't know that, I get it from Trigun, Vash the Stampede. So enough about all that. But now let me talk to you why Vash is one of my favorite characters. So throughout the entirety of the series of Trigun, you know, like, they play up Vash to be like this extremely dangerous bounty hunter. I know it's right, but it doesn't seem right for some reason. But, you know, he's played up to be this extremely dangerous person. You know, a lot of bad stuff happens whenever Vash the Stampede comes around. That's why his epithet is the Stampede. You know, his name isn't Vash the Stampede. First name Vash, middle name the, last name Stampede. That's not his name. You know, his name is Valentinez, Alcalin, Elshi, Fakshi the Woods, Gambigo Bella, Bruce Father, Vardy, Talent Tripere, Andre Shartin, Amos Ivanovici, George Baldius, Doisel Kaiser III. That's his name. He says that's his name in the anime. That is what his name is. So, yeah. But, you know, Vash the Stampede, his epithet, like, the Stampede really fits well with his character, and that's what, like, that's one of the reasons why, you know, I kind of like Vash is like one of my favorite characters, and why I took that name from him. well, I didn't take it, but like I'm using the name Vash as my alias on YouTube and Twitter and whatnot. Like that's my alias for a lot of things. Vash is my alias. Um, yeah, and then he's got that robotic arm cannon that can destroy an entire city when he shoots it. There's just so much that's great about Vash the Stampede in the original Trigun series, and in Trigun Badland Rumbles, the movie that took place in somewhere in the middle of the series. Because what's his name again? The dude with the big old cross gun. Like you guys know who I'm talking about. I always forget his name, and I feel so bad for forgetting because he's also one of my favorite characters. But you can tell because spoilers for the end of Trigun, he's still alive in Trigun Badland Rumbles, so that's how you know like it takes place way before the ending of Trigun. It could also just be a non-canon movie that happened. Like a lot of the a lot of anime movies are like that. They're non-canon to their series, but yeah. So that's why like Vash is literally like he's literally just one of the coolest characters. Like I said, that's like the whole reason I got that nickname from him was because of the way I acted as a kid, the way I kind of was similar to Vash in that sort of sense. So yeah, like that's why I took on the name Vash. Kind of just lived up to it and did all that good jazz and whatnot. Went through all that trouble and whatnot. And Vash is honestly just literally one of my favorite characters just because of the fact that, like, someone saw a connection to me, nicknamed me Vash, introduced me to Trigun that way. I watched Trigun, I enjoyed it. I watched the Trigun Badland Rumbles movie, and after these 12 days of anime, I'm probably gonna go back and rewatch it just to relive the memories of Vash the Stampede all over again and whatnot. So yeah, like Vash the Stampede being one of my favorite characters would make sense. Like why would I just take the like not why would I just borrow the name of a character that I don't even like? Like it doesn't make sense. Like also for the alter ego version of my channel, Lexia Steel. Lexius is one of my favorite characters of the Kingdom Hearts series, so that's why Lexia Steel and like Vash Steel and whatnot. Steel is just kind of like something that I kind of just threw in there. But yeah, like Vash being the my main namesake, the name that I go by the most being Vash. That's where I get that from, and it's honestly like I know I haven't done much for the channel, but like I've done what I could, and I feel like I've lived up to what Vash the Stampede would have done. Just does what he can do, even if it may not be the outcome you expect. I still do what I can do, and I just kind of feel that like sort of connection to Vash, in that sense that we're both kind of just doing what we do, and we push ourselves, we do our best in what it is that we both do. So literally just for that fact is why Vash the Stampede is one of my favorite characters. So thanks. This was day 10 of the 12 days of animes. 2 more days left. Days 11 and days 12. And you guys, oh man, day 12. Oh man, I'm looking at my tower of waifus over there. I got a few figures high for built as sort of a tower, like the Nora and Red Saber figures that I showed you guys in their respective videos. I have them over there too in the tower of waifus, with the other 2 figures being from the series that I'm going to be talking about for days 11 and 12, and those figures are for day 12, both of them. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. And then day 11 tomorrow. Oh, I'm also so excited to talk about this series because like it's one that I've been wanting to do for a while, but it's just because a lot of it is gets a lot of the stuff, a lot of jokes and whatnot get lost in translation, so it's difficult to kind of like talk about it and say like which one's better than the other because the entire series is connected and whatnot, just released in a really confusing order. But yeah, so day 10 finally complete, you guys. I'm almost done, and like honestly, I've been on top of it. Like I think the only video that I lagged on was the day 1 video where I uploaded it on the same day that I uploaded day day 2 because of you know, I uploaded it at like around 11:50, and then the processing and updating or the processing and then uploading time kind of ran the timer, and it released on at like 12 midnight, and then later on that day I released day 2, and I think day 1 was the only one that I lagged on. But other than that, I've been on top of it. I may have like released a video, like video 2 a couple hours later than the other ones, but you know, like I've done my best. You know, I tried, and I've kept at it. You know, some videos are longer than others because I just had more to talk about. But yeah, so thank you all for watching, all 3 of you. Thank you guys so much. Anyway, this is Vash signing out, and remember, this too shall pass. See you in the next one.